Hey man, y'all keep saying late ball TV, but I don't see the game starting yet. I'm staring at a starting 11 screen. Looks like James Rodriguez about to shake hands with somebody. I'm perfectly on time. No, I'm in a different apartment, and I honestly should take a picture of the setup right now. I'm using a ladder with a box on top, and then the camera. But honestly, it works pretty good. I feel like the lighting looks a bit more I don't know, less Batcave than the last one. That was quite dark. If you guys are seeing any sort of like weird lighting on here, let me know and I will turn on the overhead. It just might get a little intense. New background looks nice. Yeah, thanks. It's just I don't know what those are. Maybe that's Mar del Plata. I don't know what that's supposed to be a photo of, but anyways, hope you guys are doing well on your Sunday. Stream Mexico versus South Africa, dude. Of course, I will be live for that game, 100%. Yeah, I have become Gandalf the White for today's stream. And chat, I'm gonna be honest. Let me get to this quick question soon. I still need to learn how to use my girlfriend's computer. This is interesting. I'm watching the official Jordan football stream, and they haven't started playing yet. But on FootMob, it says first half begins. But I'm watching the official stream on the Jordan Football YouTube channel. So I'm a little confused why it is so delayed here. Anyways, I'm just super hyped that this game is even happening. I might switch over to a different one. Opinion on Egypt versus Brazil. Yeah, before I give that opinion, which I will, let me talk about the lineups for this game because it looks pretty freaking strong, y'all. Like, hold on. Screw it. We'll just do it. We'll do it the old-fashioned way here. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Like, look at this right here. This is basically Colombia's strongest possible attack. I mean, this is not their strongest midfield, obviously. Their strongest back line and their starting goalkeeper. The game is officially kicked off on my stream. Also, this color jersey combination, absolutely beautiful. Y'all smash the like button. For Jordan, this is pretty much the strongest possible team that can be fielded right now. Maybe not Obeid as one of the center backs, and maybe Almardi gets in here somewhere. But this is basically the strongest version of both teams. I think it's really freaking awesome. Let me see if FootMob is indeed ahead. Okay, I don't think it's that ahead because it's showing one pass. So I think the timer is actually just a little screwed up. We'll go back here and I will start fielding y'all's questions. Oh, wait a minute. Not that much. Hold on. Dude. There we go. Nope, still looks ugly. There we go. Okay, if I get a goal spoiled, then I will stop. I'm lagging by 90 seconds. Dude, I'm watching the official stream, man. I don't really know what to do. I'm on Jordan Football's YouTube channel. I can try to pull up a different stream, but I mean, this is what I got, man. Thoughts on the Enciso injury? Devastating. I will be very surprised if they beat Turkey now without him. I think what it changes is two things. I don't think that Paraguay can beat the States anymore. I don't know if Paraguay can beat Turkey anymore. And I think that third game against Australia, if Enciso indeed returns for that, I think Paraguay are more likely to win now because they will be desperate. So as before, I kind of thought it was going to be a really defensive, boring-ass game between Paraguay and Australia on match day 3. I'm actually thinking Paraguay will take the initiative a little bit and are more likely to win. So I think instead of seeing Paraguay on like 4 or 5 points, I'm kind of seeing them on like 3 or 4 now. I think Enciso's injury takes away a full point. It's devastating. It's absolutely devastating. I'm watching Jordan just pass the ball around here. Danny says, quick question. I'm Canadian, and I'm very worried we will get grouped. Is that a valid reaction after it's been confirmed Bombito will not be the World Cup? No, that is not a valid reaction, bro. You overreacting a little bit. I think if oh my gosh, Mojica with a good ball in. I think if Canada got grouped, everything is going to look so bad. Do you understand that? The Marsh extension looks idiotic now. Even though this team has been bit in the ass by injuries. People would say, why on earth did you extend Jesse Marsh? That's takeaway number one. Takeaway number two is we will look back on the 2021 to 2026 potential, the story of Canada, and we will say, damn, we gassed those guys up the entire time. And then I think for 2027 and moving forward, no one will entertain the fact that Canada is the best team in CONCACAF. Like, by introducing the topic, you will be laughed at inside of CONCACAF circles. And as a Canadian defender, oh my gosh, almost a turnover here from Jordan in the back. As a Canadian defender, I would stop defending it. I would say, oh, yeah, man, what can you say? Like, we can't keep talking about the Copa America. We can't keep talking about the qualification table in 2022. We can't. It would be devastating. And I don't think with Bosnia and Qatar as host and third place teams going through, man, Canada getting grouped, cataclysmic. Absolutely cataclysmic. They're not joking with this attack. I mean, both of these attacks are really good. Here comes Jordan. Shots coming in. Oh my gosh, off the post. Mother of God. Was that Fakori, I think? Just complete rocket from outside the box, and Vargas has no freaking chance there and hits the post. Dude, Jordan are going to give us games, bro. They're going to give us games, man. YouTube log? What is a YouTube log? Oh, that's a banger, man. That was almost crazy. Will Jordan score even with Yazan injured? Yes, because they've been scoring without Yazan. They are better with Yazan. I think it is embarrassing that any Jordanians ever thought that they were possibly better without Yazan. The internet has so many stupid opinions, man. I don't need to go on another rant about this, but I'm just like, I don't know. It's like the Americans were like, maybe we should bench Pulisic. What? Like, it's so moronic. Oh my gosh, Jordan actually kind of causing havoc in the box. It's so moronic, man. And it happens in every country. Just people are so ridiculously stupid, man. And they can vote. It's scary. So scary. I mean, there are Brazilians who think Neymar's terrible. There were Argentines that thought Messi sucked because he didn't win the World Cup. Not mid, like a failure, like a fraud, because he lost a Copa America on penalties. What was he supposed to do? Take all 5 by himself? Because that's against the rules. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I remember seeing that on the very few accounts that speak about Jordan in English, or the few Arabic ones that I see and I hit translate. I'm like, y'all have to stop. Did bro skip Egypt versus Brazil thoughts? I did not skip that necessarily. I think I was more worried about making sure the stream is lined up, which I'm still 2 minutes behind. It is what it is. If FootMob spoils something for me, I'm going to switch over to ESPN or somehow find another stream that's maybe not so far behind. I thought Brazil kind of dunked on Egypt. I was very impressed with the chance creation of Brazil. I thought Egypt's counterattacking looked really good. The counterattacking looked really good. Technical level looked pretty good. But Brazil kind of got whatever they wanted, it felt like, most of the game. And I think if Igor Thiago was a bit more confident, I think it easily could have been a 3-1, 4-1, something like that. Even Egypt's goal itself is just it's an own goal, basically, from Brazil versus like Egyptian brilliance. So I felt pretty good about Brazil. I haven't seen Egypt get ripped up like that in a long time. And I know Salah didn't start. AOR didn't start. There's probably a few others who didn't start. I will say Egypt's goalkeeper, man, y'all got a good one. Y'all got a good one there. El Shanawi, I don't ever want to see that man again. Whoever this other guy is, I forgot his name. He looks like the real freaking deal, man. Like I'm actually a bit more bullish on Egypt, even though I think Egypt got cut up. I still feel better about them. People don't appreciate just how bad Qatar is. This is complete facts. Which is why, dude, Canada could be without Bombito, David, Promise David, Eustachio, Kone could be out, Luke DeFugaro's injured, Crepeau broke his hand. You still need to beat Qatar. That is not an excuse. We can never take the Asian Cups away from Qatar, ever. They got very fortunate, I think, in the latest one that they won, but they still did it. But they did it as the host. Everything that happens off of Qatari soil for the past 6 years has been basically an embarrassment. It's been basically an embarrassment. Ball over top for Colombia. No, nothing there. Bombito is fully out. Yeah. Will you do a final prediction after these friendlies? I'm going to do a final prediction video tomorrow morning. Qatar don't know how to play outside their Arabian Peninsula. I could not have said it better myself. Completely agree. What has my life come to? Jack has me hype watching a game I wouldn't have gave a crap about 2 years ago. That's how you know DeadBall TV is winning, man. That's how you know that my propaganda is some of the best in the world. It is DeadBall TV and the Democratic Party. Who is gathering more followers in 2026? It might be me. I don't know. Someone should have called me, dude. That's what I'm saying. Lowell says, hi, Jake. Imagine having a YouTube channel for 4.5 years and people still call you Jake. It's a damn shame. Arkham says, I think Canada's fully cooked because Bombito is out and Davies won't come back until match day 3. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You play Qatar and Bosnia match day 1 and 2, man. You got to get a result. You have to get a result. Bosnia lost their second best striker. Okay? Their most dangerous player is an 18-year-old. Okay? And a dude who's a backup at PSV. Also a child. You got to get it done. You got to get it done. So someone that has to be better for them is also Tajon Buchanan. Like, I know David is the face, and everybody knows this is a great opportunity for Colombia. Suarez in the box. Adios! Oh, my. How did Colombia not score these chances, bro? John Arias is a terrible finisher, dude. Terrible. Excellent ball in from James. I don't understand. Oh, gosh. That's just unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Yeah, there's no excuse for Canada. You must go into the Switzerland game with 4. You don't have to beat Bosnia. You don't have to beat them. They should not beat you. If Panama can get a draw against them without Carrasquilla, oh my gosh, then surely Canada can do the same in a game that actually freaking matters. Because Canada are 3 times as talented as Panama. We cannot be doing the sob story. Rawoff says, I think Jordan is so overrated. Bro, are you serious? Who rates Jordan? What do you mean, so overrated? I've never heard anyone say Jordan are going to do something in this World Cup. I have not seen one prediction video that has Jordan in the knockouts. And I never thought I would live to see the day where if we had a ranking of most overrated teams heading into the tournament, Jordan would be the top of the list. People don't even know a single Jordanian player. How are they overrated? How are they overrated? Yeah, you got to elaborate on this one. You got to elaborate on this one. This is what I'm saying. How the hell is Jordan overrated? Literally nobody rates them. Nobody rates them. Even Asian fans don't really rate them. Like, I'm going to be honest. Saudis have no respect for Jordan. They think they're better than Jordan, which is wrong. Iraqis, respect for Jordan. Come on, man. Come on, man. Christmas is not for a while. What is it? It's June. No, that ain't true. You think the completely rational fans in the UAE are just sitting around like, cuidado con Jordan? Watch out for Jordan? No. They think Jordan are trash. You think the Uzbeks respect Jordan? No. No, every single time I do any type of comparison between Jordan and Uzbekistan, they say, oh, we're so much better. We are clear. Oh, Uzbekistan's top 3. Okay, well, if you're top 3, Jordan ain't 2, so you're saying you're better than Jordan. I've never seen anyone not affiliated with the kingdom of Jordan have too many nice things to say. Truth be told, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So I don't know how on earth we got them as overrated. Like, I don't know. This is like, it's like saying, I don't know, a random SoundCloud rapper is overrated. Mate, he's got 100 followers. How is he overrated? He's not rated. You know when like a new series drops or a new restaurant opens up on Google Maps and it has no reviews? You're calling that overrated. There's no stars. It has not received its first review. I don't understand that. I will say Jordan has a lot of haters. Oh, this is a good ball in from Luis Diaz. No. Watch Qatar get 0 points this World Cup and become Asian champions next year. I promise y'all I'm not strong enough for that. If Qatar three-peat as Asian Cup champions, we might as well shut this whole thing down. Like, I'm so serious. Whoever is in charge of Australia, Iraq, Japan, Uzbekistan, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, there should be a mass resignation of the managers. I want to see one press conference. I want to see a table with 6 chairs in it. I want to see each manager enter, sit down, and one by one say, I would like to announce my resignation from Japan. I would like to announce my resignation. In fact, I would like to announce I am retiring from international management. This Asian Cup was my last ever go. If you allow Qatar to win another Asian Cup, it cannot happen. It cannot happen. Yeah, that was offsides by 1.5 miles. Which of the Middle Eastern teams do you think will make it farthest in the World Cup? Egypt? Or I guess, what am I saying? They're North African. Jesus Christ. Someone clip that. Clip that. No, clip that. No, I deserve that. I deserve that. L's in the chat. Come on. Let me feel it. Let me feel it. No, you can't be making mistakes like that, man. How am I supposed to be winning the presidency if I can't even remember Egypt and North Africa? Damn. I got the Ottoman Derby on my mind. Okay. Let's try that question again. Who does the best? Truth be told, well, this is hard because I have 0 advancing. The most likely I see is Iran in 3rd place. I see Jordan getting points. Low-key, Iraq might get a draw. Like, at this point, they might actually get a draw. Saudi Arabia should get a win. They should get a win. Qatar going to get bodied. So, no, not them. Oh, good ball over top from Lerma. No. It looks hot right now. Are they playing in like California or something? How is it so bright outside? Why does it look so bright? Did you catch Haiti, Peru? I saw the first 45 minutes. Did not see the second half when Peru came back to win, but it looked like Haiti had taken out a lot of their starters by that point, so I wouldn't look into it too much. Jesus Christ, Luis Diaz, that's a terrible ball. You know, it's one of my biggest pet peeves as a player is when you have a teammate who's obsessed with like passes in the air. I can't stand that. Like, bro, you are not Pirlo, and we're playing 6v6. This is a small field. Why are you floating every single ball? Keep the pass on the ground, you buffoon. Oh, it pisses me off. You know, Argentines love to do that. Love to do it. Just to make the game more complicated than it needs to be. It's infuriating. It's infuriating. Thoughts on Argentina, Honduras? There was a lot of missing players for Argentina. I thought Honduras did not threaten at all, like not even a little bit. I was pretty excited when Cairo Figueroa came in. I thought maybe he could do something, but Honduras just literally generated nothing, man. Like literally zero. They defended well. Maldonado looks like he went on Ozempic. Did you guys see him? Jesus, he looks like he lost 10 pounds at least. I was like, there's no way that's the Honduran Kid Boo right now, but it was. So shout out to Maldonado. I don't know what diet he's gone on, but yeah, it's working great. Benguche is still maybe the worst footballer I've ever seen. When the subs came on, like when DeadBall came on, they started getting much better. Argentina started playing much better. Lo Celso and who was the other? Palacios were the starting midfielders. It's not enough there. Lo Celso with Argentina is just so fraudulent, in my opinion. They got much better when DeadBall went on. Good game from Giuliano overall. Good game from Lautaro. Good to see Cuti Romero get out there. It wasn't great. They looked a little rusty. What's your prediction for this match? I'm kind of thinking like a 2-1 for Colombia. Is sort of what I'm expecting here. Ooh, Al Rashdan stripping. Oh, James. I haven't really done too much play-by-play. I kind of feel bad because I know I'm so far behind what FootMob is showing. I will switch streams at halftime and see if I can find one that's a little bit closer because this is crazy. Why didn't you make a video about Iraq versus Spain? I didn't watch the game. I don't like doing match recaps if I didn't watch. I feel like that's lame. Maybe I should because it probably would have gotten views. I thought it was a great result for Iraq, but yeah, like I don't want to. I have no insight, really. You know, like I would get on camera and I'd be like, good draw for Iraq. Oh, this is now the second team, Iraq and Egypt, that Spain can't break down. Oh, yeah, Spain put 3 past Serbia. Mexico put 5. So are we ringing any alarm bells for Spain? That's kind of more what my video would have been about. I really did want to do an Iraq stream, but the other game was against Andorra, and it was at like, dude, wasn't it at like 1 p.m.? I remember I checked FootMob. I'm like, Iraq is playing right now against Andorra? And I was like, I'm not going live for Iraq, Andorra. Like, I'm just not. So that's why I didn't make a video. I don't want to BS. Oh my gosh, I am really far behind. I overrate Jordan. I'm just now getting to those comments. I overrate Jordan by having them get 1 point at the World Cup. Jordan would win the AFCON. I'm not falling for that, bro. I ain't falling for that. I'm not taking the bait. It looks hot. Jordan is the Cape Verde of Asia. I mean, if Cape Verde made an AFCON final, then I think that's fair to say. Here's Al-Samari versus Davinson San. No, that's John Lukumi, and he defends it very well. Does Qatar and Jordan getting grouped hurt the look on Asian footy since that was the last Asian Cup final? No, because the damage has already been done, if you ask me. It already made Asia look terrible. That Japan didn't make it, Australia didn't make it, Iran didn't make it, Korea didn't make it. Like, it was already cooked. I think now I don't see anyone. I haven't seen any prediction that has Jordan getting out of the group. I don't see any prediction that has Qatar winning a game. So I don't think so. Curacao are so overrated. Are South Africa overrated? By South Africans, I think. By South Africans, I think they're overrated. But I don't think other people do. Funny thing about prediction videos is watching all the British YouTubers just pick every European team to finish first or second in the group and crap on every non-UEFA CONMEBOL team bar Morocco. I will say, I'm not going to name any names, but I've seen some predictions from some African and Asian YouTubers, and I've seen the reverse bias. You know, I like to pile on the Europeans when it's fair, but I mean, I've seen African guys say the same thing. Oh, yeah, Ghana will finish in second. Oh, South Africa will finish in first. Oh, yeah, Morocco in first. Senegal in first. You know, Senegal quarters and Moroccan quarterfinals. And Cote d'Ivoire will be... And it's just like the whole thing is super pro-Africa. So I wouldn't let it bother you too much. DeadBall, do you think this game is going to be like Colombia versus Uzbekistan? No, Uzbekistan are a much more slow build-up team. Very different stylistically to Jordan. I think there will be more counter-attacking opportunities for Colombia actually in the real game. Is North Korea underrated? Yes, actually, a little bit. I would say they're slightly underrated. Thank you for uploading the most attractive men tier list. You are welcome for that. Yeah, you guys seem to really enjoy that one. Okay, we got, I don't know what's going on here with Johan Mojica in the corner. Thoughts on Ecuador versus Guatemala? Did not watch a single second, bro. Did not watch a single second. Guatemala been getting their ass kicked, man. Czech Republic put 3 on him. Ecuador put 3 on him. Algeria put 7 on him. Poor guys, man. I think they'll push hard for 2030 qualification. And then I think Guatemala's... I don't know what's going to happen after that. I don't know what the youth teams look like, but there's going to have to be a full refresh of this team. Wokeball TV. Honduras World Cup curse, question mark. I'm not sure I understand that. Who do I bet on? Colombia or Jordan or a tie? Why wouldn't bet on friendlies? All right, we got a spammer in here, so you have been banned. Jack, thoughts on Belgium? They seem to have turned it up. Dude, yeah, man. I'm expecting actually quite good things. No, Daniel Munoz can't connect here. It's this is sloppy from Colombia. I mean, just like nothing's really falling their way right now. I'm going to go 3 minutes of intense play-by-play here. We see Jordan in a low block currently. They're not, I mean, they're kind of pressing. Like they will press in the mid block. Yeah, Belgium, man. I've been impressed. I just think they're going to be fun. I'm happy they're at the tournament, and I hope they go far because I think they will bring cinema to every single game. And I think if we are fortunate enough to get some sort of game like Belgium, Germany, or Belgium, USA, or Belgium, Switzerland, oh my gosh, Belgium, Norway. I mean, it's going to be, yeah, man, it's going to be insane. Belgium, Colombia. Ooh. Get the popcorn, man. Okay. Here's kind of an opportunity. The Colombia transition is I think they're making the right decisions. It's just not technically sound right now. Maybe the pitch isn't that good, but I don't know. It just seems like it's going to the midfielders. They're trying to play the ball down to Luis Suarez, and credit to Jordan, they're just kind of snuffing it out. Like this touch from Arias, I just don't know where he's going or what he's doing. Mexico's beating England, trust me. I will say it is not impossible. England seem like they can't score. And I think that's the exact opponent Mexico wants to go up against. Anybody who's just kind of wasteful, I think Mexico will always have upset potential as the home team against. I actually think Croatia would probably be a more difficult opponent for Mexico because of how they score as well. And they're a bit more methodical and whatnot, and they take their time. They don't necessarily even want possession either. England, Mexico would be fire, man. That would be so fire. Does Bremer deserve to start over Marquinhos? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Why? Because of the mistake yesterday? I wouldn't say so. Bottom's overrated. Everybody has them in last except me. We got a foul here against Luis Diaz. I wonder how many minutes the starters actually get today. It's literally 71 degrees in San Diego. Wow, that's actually beautiful footy weather. It looks way hotter than that. Bro, just ignoring the Ecuador super chat? What do you mean? Oh, I just haven't gotten to that comment yet. Jack, who is going to step up on Ecuador to put the ball in the back of the net besides Valencia? My boy, John Yeboah. If there's one who could do it, is John Yeboah. I think he would be the one. Ooh, Lerma gets stepped on a little bit here. What's up, bro? Looking handsome today? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I used a comb, so I don't usually do. I never do that, actually. Jordan playing well in this match? Yeah. A DeadBall TV. Un abrazo grande, Jack. Thank you, Mikhail. Oh, I like this one. Top 5 most hyped games for you at the World Cup. Oh, I like this. Good step by John Lucami. Okay, this is Jack's top 5. Okay, my top 5 that I am hyped to see. Number 1, Portugal, Colombia. Number 2, number 2, I'm going to say, I'm going to say Germany, Ivory Coast. Number 3, I'm going to say USA, Turkey. Number 4, I'm going to say Japan, Netherlands. Number 5, I'm going to say, what's a more hipster one I can give y'all here? I could say Jordan, Algeria. I'm extremely excited for that game. I wouldn't say any of the matchups in Group A are really like that amazing. Mexico, South Korea is cool, but I wouldn't say I'm like, oh, this is a top 5 game. I mean, of course, I'm happy it's Mexico. Oh my gosh, Luis Diaz just beating Al-Arab there. Here he goes. Diaz in the box. Al-Arab recovers very well. And here comes the assistance from Nasib. Oh, that was dangerous, man. Oh gosh, Luis Diaz is down. Oh my God. I swear, man, if this is actually something. Yeah, that's what I would say. Brazil, Morocco, I am excited to see it. I almost said Senegal, Norway. I'm very excited for that game. All right, I'm going to Group G now. Belgium, Egypt is the one I'm most excited for, but I'm not like super hype. Oh my gosh, my stream just crashed. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, my stream just crashed. Oh, well, I was going to use a different one anyways, but I guess I have no choice now. Okay, hold on. RIP stream. I mean, I'm still going, but I just got to grab the laptop here and pull it up on my computer. Give me 1 second, y'all. We are resourceful here at DeadBall TV. At least I try to be. Oh God, my computer's on 20%. Mother of God. All right. All right. Now I'm just going to have to be looking this way. Did they just call it penal? No, they're calling a flop, I think. Huh. Very interesting. The match stopped streaming? Okay, so it wasn't just me. Shout out to the Jordan FA. They literally cut the they literally cut their own game. Now I'm watching in a Colombian stream. Ball down here. 0-1 on it. He's got Lukumi on him. Passes it to Altamari. Tamari with a shot is blocked and cleared by Sanchez, who I believe was fouled in the process. Are you telling me you aren't hyped for Cape Verde versus Saudi Arabia? I'm not hyped. You want to know like a game that I'm actually not hyped for at all? Uruguay, Saudi Arabia. Oh my God. Like just, I feel nothing. Ecuador, Curacao. I'm like, oh God, I just don't want to watch it. I'm still going to. And I'm just like the draw is like, if you want like a bigger game that I'm just kind of dreading, Mexico, Czech Republic, I'm kind of like, oh, this is going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad. There's going to be like barely any football played is what I'm thinking. Yep, chat, y'all let me know. What about is streaming on ESPN Plus? No way. Wasn't streaming on mine. Hold on, I'll check though. Y'all let me know the game that has like negative cinema to y'all in the comments. I'll react to what y'all think. Yeah, I don't see it's not on ESPN Plus in Argentina, at least. England, Croatia for sure. Zero cinema. I think it has a little bit because it's two, tier 1 European teams. So at least for that, at least there's like a bunch of talent on the field. Is it going to be a great game? I don't know. I think if we got a 2-1, like we had a great day at the office. Australia, Paraguay, I'm a little scared for that one. Egypt, New Zealand. Yeah, that one is, oh gosh, diabolical. I would throw Iran, New Zealand right there as well. Like equally diabolical. Croatia, Ghana going to be mid AF. Yeah, I think so as well. I would maybe say the same about Panama, but I think Panama, by being not good defensively, you can like at least guarantee a goals in there, right? I don't even know if you can guarantee a goal in Croatia, Ghana. I would like to think Croatia wins 1-0, but maybe it's a bit of a struggle. God, at least freaking Luis Diaz is trying really hard, like almost too hard. I'm like, bro, calm down. The World Cup is in 4 days. Stop. YouTube closed Colombia versus Jordan. Yep, confirmed. Tragic. How are you feeling about Jordan's performance so far? I think it's encouraging. I think Colombia look bad. I think they look really bad right now. This is rage bait, man. Ecuador, Ivory Coast, that's rage bait. I'm not falling for that. Oh, this is a great one. Tunisia, Sweden, dude. Oh, I think it's going to be dead. Really, really dead. I love how these games I probably never see again. Oh, I love these games I will never see again, like Germany, Curacao. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see Germany, Curacao again. I'm looking at Arias just kind of ding the ball around. Oh, here's an opportunity. Nope. Oh my gosh. Okay, like Colombia have to be better in the mid. That's a great ball, Arias. That's a goal. That's a goal for Colombia there. John Arias. That's the finishing that Colombia need. It's not the greatest buildup I've ever seen from Colombia here, but it's better than what they got in the first 40 minutes. My word here. Looks like a little bit of fortune in the box. There's Jordanian defenders falling all over the place. I'd like to see this one again. I'd like to see this one again. So I think it starts with Luis Suarez. Ball down from James Rodriguez. Yeah, number 5 from Jordan. Who is number 5? Al Arab. Puts the slide in. It's a little bit of a fortunate deflection, and Arias puts it away. Bit of bad luck for Jordan. Bit of good luck for Colombia. I think Colombia have been better from what I've seen. Do they deserve to be winning? I don't know. Oh, look, Jonathan. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only caring because I really like the DR Congo story, and you know I love Uzbekistan. So I will say that I don't feel a ton of like, God, I can't wait for this game, but I'm just going into it with an open mind. I'm hoping that it's one of those games where logic goes out the window because neither of them can really score. And maybe just somehow, some way we get like a 2-1, right? Or a 1-1 at least. Like that's kind of what I'm hoping for in that match. Iran, New Zealand are $300 for tickets worth going. Oh, no, I don't think so. Colombia stream name, Sport TV. Jordan kids suck ass. I don't think they suck ass, but I prefer their old one. Kind of happily surprised by James. I've seen a couple good moments, a couple bad this game. I'm more surprised that Johan Mojica hasn't been annihilated. That's a straight up. The second I say that, he fouls. Altamari. The second I say that. Jordan Algeria will be very good. Yeah, I think it will be very good. I really don't want 64-team World Cup, dude. Me neither. If we get a 64-team World Cup, man, like qualifying is irrelevant, which means we basically have confederational tournaments every 2 or every 4 years, depending on the federation. And we have a 64-team World Cup. The only way that I would feel less angry is if it became a 64-team World Cup and the Euro, Copa America, AFCON, and Euro all happen. This is dangerous for Jordan. Oh my gosh. Great recovery speed by somebody. Diaz. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. That was almost el segundo. And now they put up the offside flag. Dude, that's crazy, man. You got Nasib sprinting his ass off to get back. You got Luis Diaz getting tackled in the box. All of that for an offside play. I think you need to be really aggressive with the flag and a friendly before World Cup. Yeah, the only way I'm cool with it is you got to make all the major tournaments. You got to make it every 2 years, man. You got to make it every 2 years because qualifying will become next to meaningless. What are they going to do in CONMEBOL? Is it going to be 8 out of 10 teams qualify? I mean, damn. There will be some federations where it will be a little picante, like Africa, Asia, CONCACAF have so many teams who will be kind of spicy. I don't even think Europe will be that spicy, man. Italy, God willing, will finally qualify at that point. But I think all of those like next out teams, Albania, Greece, North Macedonia, Denmark, like they're gonna qualify every single time now because UEFA would probably get 6 more spots, maybe 8. So now who's fighting for qualification in Europe? Now it's Finland, Estonia. I mean, Russia, them boys never coming back, even though they should be back. It's going to become a complete joke. They'd have to combine CONMEBOL and CONCACAF 100%. Yeah, Georgia might get in. I mean, I like Georgia as a team, so. Oh, trash ball from Lerma. Oh, my gosh. Here's an opportunity here. It's a good save from Abulaila. Lerma going back now to Lukumi. Surely the ref's about to call this here. Yeah, this stream is better. I'm like 2 seconds behind the fault mob counter instead of a minute and a half like I was previously. I don't think Colombia are going to try to generate another chance. I think they're just going to pass this one out because the Mundial is in 4 days, guys. Faroe Islands would actually make the World Cup. Yep, 100%. 100% they would make the World Cup. Paraguay versus Australia, worst game? I don't agree. I think it will be kind of dull, but I think it's not in the top 5 dull. I think it would be outside of that. Paraguay can attack. Australia can attack. They just absolutely refuse to do anything in the first 45 minutes of games. And that's the danger. Like, if they're down 2-0, they're effed. Completely screwed. Because Australia don't have the firepower to come back 2 goals in 45 minutes. They don't. Literally would be like, flipping a coin. Does Venezuela or Bolivia not qualify? World Cup should be 24 teams. Damn. So you want to go the other way. Nobody wants to see Suriname versus Estonia World Cup game. Look, I'm actually going to agree with this. Like, at some point, it needs to stop. And that point is now. We've reached the point where it needs to stop. And I still think every qualifying needs to be redone. All of them need to be redone. I kind of hate Asia's qualifying. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. Why are there 3 groups? There should not be 3 groups. There should be 2. There should be 2 groups, so the likelihood of pot 1 and pot 2 Asian teams playing each other is more likely. So a team like Japan is forced to play 4 to 6 qualifying games against the other elite teams of Asia. Right now, I just think it's stupid. And, to a degree, I kind of feel the same way about Europe. Why are we... Sometimes I'm like, why are we even dividing it by pots? Why are you making it easier for the teams that are already better? I don't know. I would like to see more of a bigger group where, Germany and Switzerland are in the same qualifying group. Like, that's kind of what I want to see. That'd be so dope. You can still keep it 48 teams, so maybe the top 2 teams progress from UEFA, right? But at least we get that hallmark game. Because very few groups had hallmark games. Norway, Italy, that was blockbuster. I mean, what Switzerland, Sweden, sure. Turkey, Spain. Is there another one I'm forgetting? France, Ukraine. Hell no. England, Serbia. Hell no. It just needs to be better. The format needs to be edited so that maybe you still give an advantage to the best teams, but you make people care a little bit more. You make it a little sexier. It's not sexy right now. CONMEBOL, you can't do anything unless you merge with CONCACAF. Like, we're done. Right? It's done. It's one table. Everybody plays each other. It's a battle through hell, and that's it. You want more excitement, randomness, you must merge with CONCACAF. That's the only thing that makes sense. Bosnia versus Germany? In the Nations League. Not in the Nations League, not in qualifying. 108 team World Cup. Yep. That's where we're headed, man. Asia has too many spots. That's bad. I don't think it has too many spots, but qualifying needs to be better. It needs to be better. Guys, did you know? I mean, when was the last time Iran played Australia? Hasn't it been 40 years? How is that possible? Literally, how is that possible? Do you guys know when the last official game was between South Korea and Japan? The last official game. You know when it was? Last official match. 2011. Someone tell me how we haven't seen Asia's premier game in 15 years. There is nothing else you should point to highlight the failure of AFC as an organization than that. We have not seen Japan versus South Korea in 15 years. A generation has gone by without seeing Japan, South Korea. It's unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. And there's probably other examples that I can think of as well. It's just Asia, like, it's way too... They need to stop protecting the big teams. This is funny. Premier game, but Jack, CBS told me Japan versus Korea isn't even a rivalry. If you have no idea what this is about, it was a preview for the last Asian Cup on CBS Sports Golazo, and one of the guys, he's one of the Cooligans, I forgot his name, actually asked if Japan versus Korea is a rivalry, which is just astoundingly dumb because it's not only a football rivalry, it's a historical rival, it's a military rival, basically all of history. They are cultural rivals. Like, what way, like, from what angle do you want to look at this dynamic? It's a rivalry. Like, it has nothing to do with football. It's a rivalry, period. Anytime you have Korea, Japan go head-to-head, it is a rivalry. Like, I don't know how you can be a person who's paid full-time to cover the sport and you don't know this. I also don't know how you graduated high school and you don't know the intense history between Korea and Japan, or Japan and China, or Korea and China. Like, how do you not know this? Shocking. That was crazy. CONCACAF might suck, but at least we get USA versus Mexico every year. Yeah, I mean, we get some version of something. You know, we get Mexico, Canada, Canada, USA, Mexico, Panama, Panama, USA. Those games all tend to be good. I'll be honest, even the tier 2 games, a lot of the time are like solid. Like, Panama, Costa Rica is a freaking banger every time. Great game. You know, I would love to see Haiti, Suriname right now. I would love to see that. I want to see Jamaica and Curacao run it back. Even Honduras, Mexico, for some reason, is like a bloodbath every time. There are like those tier 2 games that are really, really good inside Asia. But, I mean, I don't know. If you consider Iraq and Jordan to be tier 2, I wouldn't say the last 2 games were actually that entertaining. They were competitive, but I wouldn't say the qualifying games were entertaining. I'm trying to think of another game that's like guaranteed cinema. Maybe like, it's got to be like Thailand versus like, you know, Kyrgyzstan or something like that, where like both teams are just okay. WTF happened to Serbia, man? They used to be solid. Bro, they are huge frauds, man. Huge frauds. I actually wanted to ask y'all this. Like, if I'm thinking about frauds in world football who don't get enough smoke, I think Serbia has to be top three, y'all. Give me top three frauds in international football that don't get cooked enough. Okay? Y'all want mine? Serbia, Denmark. Frauds. Absolute effing frauds. Y'all had one good Euro in 2020. You had one good Euro. And ever since then, what the hell have you done? The hell have you done? Nothing. Denmark has a very talented team. Frauds. Absolute frauds. Another team that I would say, y'all saying Belgium. I don't think Belgium are frauds. I think their golden generation didn't live up to expectations. I wouldn't say they're frauds. Okay, yeah, Italy's the number one answer, but I'm talking teams that don't catch smoke. Everybody clowns Italy, right? So that they're not like a sleeper shout for frauds. If I'm going slept on frauds, dude, oh my God. I mean, okay, Denmark, Serbia, low key Costa Rica are frauds. Like they're frauds. These guys are frauds, dude. Do something at a Gold Cup, man. Absolutely inexcusable. Since 2014, it's just been shite. Like horrific from Costa Rica. Jamaica's another team you must mention. I think they do get dragged quite a bit online, so not a good nominee for a sleeper shout. Cameroon. Oh, Cameroon frauds. Okay, are they more fraudulent than Ghana, though? Well, Ghana gets smoke, actually. You're right. Cameroon don't really get dragged. Okay, who's a bigger fraud, Cameroon or Mali? Oh, this is a great one. Saudi Arabia. Frauds. Absolute frauds. These guys have been an embarrassment. Inside of Asia, they are an embarrassment. They barely beat China in World Cup qualifying. Twice. They lost to Indonesia in qualifying. Couldn't beat them. Crazy frauds. Oh, yeah, that's a great one there, dude. Excellent. I want to understand. Somebody explain the Cameroon shout. I want to understand. I want to understand this versus a Ghana versus a Mali. I want to know why you guys think Cameroon are bigger frauds than them. I'm not saying I disagree. I don't know. I want to hear y'all's perspective. Oh, I'm saying Colombia. Only thing they've ever done is win a Copa where half the continent didn't show up because Colombia was in full anarchy. Okay. I don't disagree at all. However, these guys have been okay at recent World Cups that I think might cover up the fraud. Now, if they got grouped here, then they're absolutely in the fraud category. But like they're making Copa America semifinal after semifinal. They made the last final. You know, like they are a team that beats European sides. So I wouldn't say they're a top nominee to be a fraud. Like you cannot tell me Serbia are bigger frauds, or excuse me, you cannot tell me Colombia are bigger frauds than Serbia. No way. No way. Or like Colombia are bigger frauds than Denmark. I just don't see it. I don't see it yet. I feel like this is like saying Ecuador are frauds because they've never done anything in their history, period. Like nothing. Oh, this is a really hipster one. I feel like Gabon should be good, and that's a good shout. They should be better. Oh, slept on. Number one fraud got to be South Korea. Dude, that Asian Cup drought is wild. It is pretty bad. I mean, I guess at least they get out of the group sometimes. Chile are not frauds, man. Chile are not frauds. Tunisia, I don't know if they're frauds. I wouldn't say they don't have that much talent, dude. Not right now. Yeah, see, Mali versus Cameroon. Who's a bigger fraud? Mali are absolute frauds, is what Hee-chan says. Peru likes flexing Copa Americas that are irrelevant now. Again, I'm going to say not frauds because Peru don't have any talent. Like, they have been dead since 2021. They have no players, dude. That team is awful. Awful. Greece as frauds. If they don't qualify for the next Euro or they stink it up, yes, but not yet. Vietnam frauds. How the hell are Vietnam frauds? Tunisia frauds. Okay, I can see it. They get to the World Cup every time and then they lose. But again, they're not that good. They're not that good. They should be a bit better at AFCON. Sometimes they're okay. Sometimes they're terrible. Oman as frauds. Faraz with a screamer from outside the box. Are Oman fraudulent? I mean, they're very bad at the Asian Cup. Terrible. Trash in that tournament. Again, they're just not good, though. Like, I don't expect them. I expect Oman to be frauds. You know what I mean? Qatar frauds. They can't be frauds with those two Asian Cups, man. I'm sorry. It just protects them. Colombia didn't even qualify in 2022. I know, and that was bad. But I wouldn't say that, like, the Netherlands didn't qualify, right, for a recent World Cup. I wouldn't say Netherlands are, like, biggest frauds. I'm going to defend the Colombians here. Like, some teams, yeah, have had a shite cycle and they've missed out. CONMEBOL qualifying, it's also really freaking hard historically. Now it's not, but historically it was. Cameroon since the 2000s have not done nothing. Well, they've won an AFCON. How many AFCONs have they won in the 2000s? I don't know. To say they've done nothing, I mean, compared to Tunisia, they've been pretty good, you know? Compared to South Korea, they've been balling, you know? I don't know. Biggest fraud is Senegal. I ain't falling for that one today. Colombian coffee is fraud. Isn't that great? You know what's fraudulent is Brazilian coffee, man. That stuff was ass cheeks. Rio de Janeiro had horrific coffee, man. It was so bad. Ukraine. I can't. If I agree, they're gonna come for me. If I agree, they're gonna say I'm a bigot and like a right-wing extremist. So I have to deny and reject this opinion. Egypt still frauds in the World Cup? Yes. Yes. Iran are close to being frauds. They're close to being frauds. Japan because of Asian Cup. I think Japan have done just enough at the last World Cup and against European teams and friendlies and stuff. If they flop this time, frauds. They're on fraud watch. Teams on fraud watch going into this World Cup. Japan 100%. Man, if they don't do something, like I know there are injuries, excuses. I don't care. If Japan don't do anything this World Cup, I got to put them on the fraud list. Another team I got to put on the fraud list. Ooh. Ecuador. Ecuador would be frauds. Yep. They would be frauds. Canada would be frauds if they didn't do anything at this tournament. Who's another fraud watch candidate? I'm talking strong fraud watch. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, can I say Ghana are frauds? Maybe, because Ghanaians think they're very good. I might say Ghana are frauds if they don't ball out of this World Cup. Trinidad are frauds? Uzbekistan are frauds. I don't know. I don't know if Uzbekistan are frauds right now. Okay, the second half's about to start, and there are 4 substitutions on the way. Give me 1 second. I am going to pull this up on the TV. Okay, let me pull the game back on. Hold on. 1 second, y'all. Okay, I got the game on. Hell yeah, we are back. We are so freaking back. Thoughts on Jordan in the first half? Couple scary opportunities. Abu Taha had a screamer that almost went in. That guy's long shot is ridiculous. I think the defense has actually done quite well. Like, Colombia are a very good attacking team, and Jordan kind of like annoyed them to a degree, but I want to see how they respond now, because now Colombia's got the lead. Jordan have to go for it a little bit. This is what I really, really want to see. I actually didn't even look at the halftime stats. I'm kind of curious. My phone has been on 1% for a very long time. If Gran Colombia reformed, they would win the World Cup. Yes. Yes, they would win the World Cup. Gran Colombia would win a U.S.-hosted World Cup. Are you kidding me? You combine Colombia's attack with Ecuador's defense. You give me Moises Caicedo, Richard Rios, and James Rodriguez, or basically anybody else in the midfield. Great defense from Al Arab here, man. Really, really good. Let me see. The highest rated player is Ehsan Haddad for Jordan. Oh, they got Al Arab with a 6.1. Maybe it's because of his slide tackle on John Arias that was not good enough to win the ball back, but I think it's been a good game from him. Ooh, Jordan almost had one there. Marty puts it through. That's very well done. I like the Colombia kiss. Me too. Very interesting super chat here. Can you do a half and half Colombia Jordan 11? I would ask for a combined 11, but Jack got as much of a chance of making it in as any Jordan players. Are you insulting Jordan with that? Okay. If I did a combined 11 and I gave the benefit of the doubt to some Jordanians, I would go Abdullaila in goalkeeper. I would go Muhammad Abu Taha at left back. I would go John Lukumi and Yazan Al Arab as my center backs. Daniel Munoz right back. Midfield would be Rios, James, and I guess Al Rawabde. It would be an all Colombian midfield. The attack would be Luis Diaz left wing, striker Yazan Al Naiman. Oh, almost an opportunity here. I think I can't tell if that was Cucho or who, but that probably should have been another goal for Colombia. And then I would put Musa Altamari over John Arias because he is better than John Arias. So with a Jordanian, very Asian bias, I think it would be 5 Jordanians, 6 Colombians. If I removed the bias, then it would be Davinson Sanchez and John Lukumi as the center backs. And it would probably be Luis Suarez at the striker position. I think Yazan is a beast, though. I think if... Oh, sorry. Did I blow out someone's headphones by yelling? My bad. I think if Colombia had Yazan, dude, I'm telling y'all, man, like, one of the biggest crimes is this guy will not be at the World Cup. Top 3 sauciest players in all of Asia, and he's a striker. Like, you just don't see guys like... I'm trying to think, who is a Yazan archetype in CONMEBOL? Honestly, he plays like Luis Diaz. That's kind of what he plays like, but he's a 9. So maybe like who's a really oh what? Oh my gosh. Okay, they called a foul here. Who's the most like dribble heavy 9? Maybe Julian? But Julian's not really juking people like that. It's probably Endrick? Alexis Sanchez? Oh yeah, more of a winger, I would say. I'm deaf now. My bad, dude. Colombia doesn't need any stupid Jordan players. Dude, why you got to be so mean? We're not talking about they need it. We're just having fun, man. Everybody relax. And Ciso, he's not a striker, though, is he? Not for Paraguay. That's what I'm saying. Oh, gosh. James with a very good juke there. Almost finds Cucho Hernandez, but the pass is cut off. Who do I think will win? I think Colombia will win. Are you going to watch Iraq versus Venezuela? No. Oh, wait, what just happened? Cucho Hernandez. Oh, my gosh. And it's, wait a minute. Jordan just made a substitution at goalkeeper? When did that happen? I've never seen, the only time I saw another Jordan goalkeeper is when they drew to Kuwait away in Kuwait City and the backup was trash. And it was not this guy. Colombia winning the ball back. Rios on the ball. Colombia just recycling now. Sanchez has come off. There is John Lucumi still. Mojica still as well. Thoughts on Mexico versus Serbia? I mean, Serbia are trash. I'm glad Mexico won. I'm a little concerned. I keep seeing a bunch of people talking about Mexico's record going into the World Cup, even though 4 of our last 8 games have been against B teams and C teams, including Serbia's. Like, that was Serbia's B team. So, like, I don't care. Gosh, Colombia really need a 9 who can just put these things away, man. Can Uzbekistan beat Colombia? It would be so embarrassing. I don't think so, because I don't think Uzbekistan can stop that attack. There just aren't that many offenses like Colombia in all of Asia. And Uzbekistan still haven't had the hardest comments with a shot. They haven't had the hardest friendlies. They play the Netherlands, I think, tomorrow. If the Netherlands start their strong players and Uzbekistan actually kind of lock them down, I would be more confident. But until then, no. Any opinion on Australia versus Switzerland? Didn't watch it because I was watching the USA game. Good draw for Australia. James is limping. I don't see it. He looks like he's totally fine to me. Hey, y'all, stop spamming. All right, I told y'all don't spam. Australia went behind and chased the game, successful at least. Ooh! Oh my gosh, there's a second one. Is that Arias again with a header? When was the last time John Arias had a brace? When was the last time he had 2 goals in the same game? Save some for the World Cup, man. Again, just maybe Jordan not dealing with balls in the air that well. They've been playing some pretty good teams lately, and I think they're in it, but the counterattack for Jordan has been bad this game. It's been really, really bad. They haven't put Colombia under any pressure. In the last 40 years, What UEFA team is the Mexico equivalent in the last 40 years? If we're talking like inside of UEFA, because Mexico are a very successful team. This one's difficult for me to answer because for it to be the Mexico equivalent, you need to win. So by that, you're kind of already filtering out for mainly elite teams. Unless you're asking like who plays like Mexico, but I don't think that's what you're saying. I mean, the last 40 years of Mexican football has been quite successful. Arias again. Oh, he's away here. He does well. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, if I say someone like, oh my gosh, almost a third Rios at the back post. Yeah, like if I said someone like Spain, that sounds ridiculous because Spain have won World Cups, but like who else has won a bunch of Euros? Like, I don't know. I don't know if there is an equivalent. Modball TV. Yep. Switzerland is the Mexico of UEFA. Okay, if we're talking about like who just achieves the same results as Mexico at a World Cup, yeah, it would be Switzerland. I think that's a really good one. Maybe Poland as well, Sweden, something like that. I thought you meant more like teams that win trophies and are always like top of their federation. But yeah, if we're just talking about World Cup performance, Sweden, Poland, Switzerland is what I would say. Even though I'm pretty sure Sweden were beasts in the 80s. Jack, which footy YouTuber do you dislike the most? Y'all wish I would answer that question, man. Y'all really wish I would answer that one. Yo, Jack, do you think Jordan will survive the group stage? No, I don't. Sweden made a World Cup final. That's why it's tough. But like Poland and Sweden haven't done anything like at the Euros, really. So if we're just talking World Cup performance, well, when was Sweden's? Hold on. When was Sweden's World Cup final? Iraq is better than Jordan, hands down. That's not true. It's very close. Sweden World Cup. So 50. If it's 1958, then yeah, the last 40 years are appropriate then. Iraq winning the 2027 Asian Cup or finishing the quarterfinals this World Cup. Is that a question? Mortada, you know how I feel about that. I think Iraq are absolutely good enough to win the Asian Cup. 100%. I think they're freaking terrifying for the rest of Asia. I really think like the only team that I think is really, really bad for Iraq. I don't know. It seems like South Korea has them figured out. And maybe like I don't even know if Japan is like feeling confident going up against them. There are actually 6 teams that can win the Asian Cup, and Iraq is one of them. And I would probably put their odds at like 4th. I really, really like Iraq's odds. They are more likely to win the next Asian Cup than South Korea. You can clip me. That's how I feel. Oh, I would put my top 4. Nope, that was terrible. Oh my gosh, what is Jordan doing? Shot comes in. No, it's wide. Yeah, I would say it's Japan, Iraq, Australia, and I'm going to say Uzbekistan are my top 4. Saudi Arabia don't have the goals, even though they are the host. Qatar, I think it's done. Korea, too much pressure. Iran, no defense. That's what I think keeps them out of the top 4, in my opinion. UAE, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Bro tried the Jedi Robinson. He really did. He really did. Iraq dismantled Indonesia every time. Dude, Iraq, when they play Southeast Asian teams, man, they just murder them. Well, I guess Thailand, they beat them 1-0. That was pretty competitive, but the game was in Thailand. And I still think Iraq were the better team in that game. Dude, they pull a Malaysia. Well, they should be banned for 5 years for what they did. They pull a Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia. I just think is kefta kebab, dude. I think they're smoking on that Jakarta pack. And you know what? I pray that Iraq plays Indonesia in the knockouts. I pray that that happens. And I pray Iraq wins 3-0. And I pray that Indonesians blame the ref. All of that will happen, by the way. You will never see a bigger smile on my face than if that happens. You won't. Mexico winning the World Cup. Iraq eliminate Indonesia 3-0 in an Asian Cup quarterfinal. Give me Iraq eliminating Indonesia. Iraq is Japan's bogey team. They really struggle against them. Because Iraq are tough as nails. It's when they have to be the big boy that it is bad. It's really bad. What do I think about Algeria? I don't know. I really have no idea if they're better than Egypt. I keep going back and forth on that. I have no idea. I can make a pretty good argument for both teams. Is there any Southeast Asian team that ever wins against Iraq? Iraqis, let me know. I can't remember a defeat. Iraqis going to have to let me know. Thailand beat them in the 80s. There we go. There we go. Do I think Jordan can beat Algeria? Yes, I do. Algeria's pace is going to be a problem. They are very fast. Very, very fast in the attack. Jordan is weak. Jordan is vulnerable, is what I would say. They don't have a defense that can hang with like really, really good teams. And without Yazan, they do not have the tools in the toolbox to win games. Like it would be pretty bad for Algeria if they lost. I think a draw is much more likely. Okay, Juan Quintero coming in, and who else is that? Carrascal? Who is that? Yeah, it is Carrascal. So Kame's got 64 minutes. I feel like that's pretty good. He was okay. He looked a bit sharper today. Is Yazan Al-Naimat injured? Yes. Order your confederations by cinema levels. Personally, I go UEFA, CONMEBOL, CAF, AFC, CONCACAF, Oceania. By cinema levels, if I'm ranking the federations by how much I enjoy them, I would say, oh gosh, I would put Asia first, CONMEBOL second, CONCACAF 3, CAF 4, UEFA 5. I think some of the UEFA games, man, suck. Like, and it's just not my cup of tea. Now, who's the most talented? Yes, it's UEFA. But this is my personal cinema levels. I think the Euros is very exciting. I do like the Euros, but I wish the Nations League was taken, I don't know, a bit more seriously. And I think it will eventually. I think we will get to that stage. And when that happens, I think UEFA will go up a couple spots for me. But that's how I feel right now. I wouldn't say it's CONCACAF if I wasn't from a CONCACAF team. I would have UEFA above. but it feels like more close to home, you know? I'm not saying I'd rather watch Honduras than Spain, but I think the well-being of Honduras has more of an impact on my part of the world than Spain being good. The last Nations League, when they added the quarterfinal, was absolute cinema. Yeah. That's what I think that, like all new ideas, it just takes a little bit of time. Just takes a little bit of time. I think the most dumb thing Europeans can do is keep saying, we don't care about the Nations League. Why? Like, why would you say that? It's like when Americans are like, we don't care about the Gold Cup. Well, that's why you're broke. Okay. That's why you're freaking soft. You should start caring. Who do you think you are? Literally, who does England think they are to not care about the Nations League? You haven't won a trophy in 60 years. You're going to say you don't care about the Nations League. You got relegated from the Nations League. Like, unbelievable. Hungary, we're giving y'all the freaking work. You're going to say you don't care about the Nations League. It's so soft. It's so soft. Ronaldo's won it twice. He has won it twice. Portugal. And you know what? Maybe Portugal take it more seriously because Ronaldo cares. I'm not going to clown them for that. You should care. I think Croatia really cared. I talked about this with Isaac, and he was like, yeah, I think for the tier, 2, kind of like Belgium's, Croatia's, Turkey's, Hungary's, like they would be really hype about it. But the big teams wouldn't. I'm like, why though? Why? Okay, maybe Spain, after winning the 2024 Euros, maybe they don't care that much about the 2025 Nations League. Completely fair. If France wins the next World Cup and they don't take the 2027 Nations League that seriously, fair. But what about you, Germany? You going to take it seriously? Italy? You want to get some honor back, please? Y'all not going to care about it? Who do you think you are? Crazy. Do I think Messi or Ronaldo's better? Messi, for sure. Look at how Sweden made this World Cup. Yeah, and I kind of wonder if teams didn't realize how important the Nations League could be to World Cup qualifying. Now, me personally, I don't think it should be related. I don't think it should be intermingled. I think you don't need to give another incentive for teams to care. You should care because it's a trophy, a UEFA certified trophy. It means something. It affects your FIFA ranking. So take it seriously. Why are you policing what people care about? Well, if we don't care, then why are we watching the sport? I'm not telling people, oh, here's the list of things you should care about, and here's what you don't care about. But I'm saying if we want this thing called football and this thing called the World Cup to be exciting, people need to care. If no one ever cares about the Nations League, then just don't do it because now it's truly a waste of everybody's time. Just have friendlies again and don't have a trophy. If you don't care, then just, okay, take everything away. Strip it down naked. We're just going to play friendlies again because that worked brilliantly before. UEFA's trying something. Also, CONCACAF is trying something to give more competitive games to the top teams. You don't care about that? Okay, I think you're weird. But you're entitled to your opinion. Who is the UEFA equivalent of the UAE? Sweden having 2 points in qualifiers and qualifying is not fair. I agree. Who's the UAE of UEFA? The UAE of UEFA? Slovenia. I'm going to go with Slovenia here. They'll be there at the Euro. They probably won't make it much further than the round of 16, but they're going to be there. And they're kind of annoying to face, but they're not going to make it to the World Cup. It's Slovenia. Finland is UAE. Well, at least UAE is at Asian Cups. Finland at the Euros. I don't know. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Jordan's run in the World Cup after this game? Has not changed. Nothing in this game has changed my opinion about any team. I just thought it would be fun to sit down and watch it because I love Colombia and I really like Jordan. So I wanted to see what this matchup would look like. This is something I could have never imagined, 5 years ago happening. It's pretty freaking cool. So I have no new takeaways. I still expect Colombia to push Portugal and finish in first, and I still expect Jordan to probably get a point and get grouped. Who's the best Arab nation, including North Africa? Bro, I don't even understand, because if I say Algeria is Arab, then people get mad at me. If I say Tunisia is Arab, people get mad at me. Moroccans are like Berber. Are they Arab? I mean, they compete in the Arab Cup. I believe they're part of the Arab League. But I don't know. Like, it's just people get mad every time this topic's brought up. So I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. Everybody's Arabic fluid now, right? I don't know what to say. That ain't my battle. I have no dog in the race. I do not care. So I don't know. Whoever wants to identify as Arab, you can identify as Arab. You don't want to identify, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you. I abstain from the question, Your Honor. Some North Africans identify as Arab, some as Berber. Tonight, I feel Arab. This is literally a part of their history. Dude, look, man. Y'all are going to say things in the chat, and I'm going to keep saying, I don't know. I'm not qualified to speak on this. It's confusing. I'll admit that from an outsider perspective, it seems a little confusing. But I'm not qualified to speak on this. I don't know. There's a lot of different ethnic groups in North Africa and the Middle East. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I have no freaking clue. Just say Morocco. I can't say Morocco because I don't think Moroccans consider themselves Arab. Do you know about Zamalek, the club? Offense ball or offensive ball TV? If you speak Arabic, are you Arab? Dude, you asking the wrong questions, man. I don't know. Algeria will be 2026 World Cup champions, man. That's just... I'm going to hold my tongue. What are your thoughts on Iraq tie with Spain? It's a good result for them. I think Iraq are completely... God, Richard Rios, man. I think Spain will be completely different with Lamine Yamal. But they look like they might be struggling for goals a little bit at this World Cup. Yeah, man. I'm going to say overall pretty good performance from Jordan's back line. I mean, here's kind of the part in the game that they tend to crumble like minute 75 and later. So let's see what happens here. Oh my gosh, that was almost number 3. Richard Rios and Campaz like battle each other. I mean, that should be goal number 3. Again, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, you put a ball into the box and Jordan just can't defend it. They just cannot defend it. Will Connor be on the live stream with you? He will be on some of them, yeah. Jack, thoughts on Mexico? Um, God, Yuri Mina just checked in the game. Okay. My thoughts on Mexico: should win the group, should win almost every single round of 32 opponent that I've seen. The only round of 32 opponent that freaks me out is Ecuador, because they will have zero difficulty in the altitude and they are incredibly used to hostile territory in CONMEBOL. I don't think they're going to be afraid of the Azteca. I really don't. As long as it's not Ecuador, it should be a round of 16. And even with a little bit of luck in a round of 16, maybe Mexico can win something, in a very close game or on penalties. That's how I feel. I don't expect a lot of goals. If Mexico scores more than 2 in any game, I will be stunned. And I think we're really going to figure out how good this defense actually is. Because, when Mexico played Belgium, a lot of their best players were out. Played Serbia, they were out. Played Ghana, they were out. Like, I just want this team to perform when it matters most. Can Mexico lose to Canada in the round of 32? Oh, I don't think so. Without Bombito, I don't see it. With Alphonso Davies maybe just coming back, I don't see it. Well, here's a good run from Carrascal. Ball across. Dude, the passes in the midfield for Colombia are just very off, like just inaccurate all over the place. Do you think Iraq can make it out of the group? No. No, I don't. If they beat somebody, it would be massive. Which CONCACAF team will qualify for the 2030 World Cup? 2030 World Cup, the new team that will make it in, I think Suriname will make it instead of somebody like Curacao will not qualify again. So I think Suriname will take their place. And God help Costa Rica if they don't get in there, man. Like, seriously. They need to qualify. I think Panama will struggle because this group of players is like all late 20s right now. So I think if the 2030 cycle starts and everybody's like 31 years old, unless they got a really good group, I think it would be quite tough for them. Thoughts on Ericsson's situation? I don't really know what do y'all want me to say? I hope he's okay, but I have no information about what happened. I haven't seen the video. Of course, I love Christian Eriksen because he's Tottenham legend, was probably the most underrated player in the Prem for like 4 years. And I hope he's okay, but I don't have anything else to say about it. I don't think Jamaica will qualify. I think the rest of CONCACAF is just going to pass them up. Who's the worst African team in the World Cup? Ghana or South Africa? South Africa is just, they look kind of shot. Ghana have the new manager bounce. They got the Kirosh bounce. So I'm going to say it actually might be South Africa right now. Oh, turnover from, oh my gosh, why are Jordan not shooting? Oh, that needs to result in a shot. They're pressing quite well. Here's Colombia the other way, though. Here they go. Richard Rios on the ball. Is this a 2-on-1? That's a bad pass from Rios. That's just a terrible counterattack from Colombia overall. Cucho just tries to blast it for no freaking reason. That was horrific, man. Tunisia lost to Belgium 5-0. I saw. Not encouraging. Would Jamaica be a shout to qualify for 2030? I mean, they should be in there. Oh, here we go. Carrascal. Man, I'm telling you, these passes are just shite. Like Rios' pass moments before. Terrible. Terrible. Rios is doing like a full split to try to do a tackle, man. Protect your freaking hamstring. Do not get injured with 10 minutes left against Jordan's backups, please. Worst team at the World Cup is Saudi Arabia. Nah, they're better than Qatar. They're better than Qatar. Lopetegui has ruined Akram Afif, man. He's completely ruined him. How high do you think Morocco's chances are in winning the World Cup? 2%. 2%. One of my takeaways for them is they're very, very fast on counterattacks. Like Diaz and Opte, my word, like speed demons. But their distribution in the back is quite concerning. Like, I'm actually very concerned. Like, even El Anouilh was getting pressed off the ball. I don't like it. I think a really aggressive team is going to put it on them this time. I think they're going to want to try to build up a little bit more. They're not going to play the Regragui terrorist ball, and I think it's gonna cost them. And Saibari is a striker. I haven't seen anything in the 2 games so far that would tell me that the experiment is working. Like, I think he has a couple attributes. You know, kind of, they don't really have reliable goals there, so why not add another playmaker? Like, I understand. But I kind of see that better in a game in which Morocco's breaking down a turtling team, which I think is only going to be Scotland. I don't think Haiti is going to turtle. I think Haiti's going to go at him. Jack, will you stream South Africa, Mexico? Yeah. Abde's not clinical. That's an issue. Yep. He's not. Oh, my God. This one's very old. Argentina not getting past round of 16 without Di Maria. I disagree. That team's still pretty freaking good, man. Pretty freaking good. Though Di Maria is a huge miss, it's time for a Julian, Lautaro, Giuliano, Almada. Like, those guys got to be stepping up now. Argentines will hope that one day it is Mastantuono, but for Mastantuono to reach Di Maria levels, I mean, we're talking about a world-class player. I don't know. South Africa's friendlies are shocking. Yes, they have been terrible. I think Mexico and Canada should always play at home, not in the U.S. during the knockouts. It's low-key stupid. There's a lot of things about CONCACAF games that are stupid. Like, the U.S. is so freaking protected as a national team. It really bothers me. Like, they just never, ever, ever play games away from home. It's like almost impossible for this to happen. And so I just think you're kind of a fool if you don't think that inflates the ability of the team at least a little bit. Like, of course it does. Of course. Like, how many more wins would Colombia have if every single game since 2020 was played in Colombia? No games in Buenos Aires, no games in Rio, no games in Sao Paulo, no games in Quito, no games in Asunción. You're not going to Santiago. You don't go to Caracas. That's at least like 14 more wins, like easily over the last 6 years. It's crazy. It's not fair. Like, it is not, from a sports merit perspective, it is not fair. I get why they do it, because of facilities and because they make more money, and CONCACAF needs games in the USA to be financially stable. I understand. But I don't like it. I don't like it. And, you know, Mexico, kind of same thing. All the games from the States are in Mexico. I just wish it was more balanced. U.S. games in the U.S. are not home games. You're missing the point, though. You're missing the point. It's not the same hostile environment as going away to the Chaco Stadium. It's not. You still have a good amount of fans at games. There will be teams, of course, where United States is outsold. Yeah. But it's not 100% opposition. and a different type of fan. One that's a little more unforgiving and passionate is what I'm going to call it. It's different. It's totally different. Also, like, think, oh, this is a great oh my gosh, how did Jordan not score? Oh, that has to be a goal for Jordan. That's crazy. Crazy miss there from number 25. Who is that? Crazy miss. Excellent play from Jordan. Number 25 is, I don't know who that is. Badawi. No, that's 26. 25 is Al Dawood. He literally doesn't have a name or a picture on FootMob. I have no idea how old he is or anything. That's a crazy miss, though. Yeah. Imagine USA versus Bolivia in El Alto. Yeah. They would get smacked in the face. Same thing. Like, you might play Ecuador in a Copa America, and you're going to have a lot of Ecuadorians show up. It ain't the same as playing them in Quito, man. I'm telling you. It's not the same. It's like Morocco playing other qualifiers at home. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I think Morocco. Oh, here's an opportunity. What is Richard Rios? Dude, what is Richard Rios doing? You see Quintero just get pissed here. He just throws his hands up. It's just a low IQ play from Richard Rios. Like, that ball has to go across the box. I have not liked him in the last 3 games I've seen for Colombia. Having a Gold Cup in Canada would be sick. It would be fun. Just make it like a Caribbean Gold Cup. It will never happen, though. It will never, ever happen because of money. I wonder how many Americans would travel. If the United States was playing a Gold Cup final in Panama City, I wonder how many would travel. Colombia here again. Colombia here again. Just not really too much flow from these guys. Here's one. Quintero. Ball in. This is excellent from Colombia. That's a handball. Oh, that looked like a hand for sure from Jordan. But whatever. It's a friendly. I don't care. Play on. Can Jordan counter at all? No, the ball goes. It's been a bad counterattack, man. Bad counterattack from Jordan all game. USA would get smacked in Iraq Stadium. Well, Basra is freaking terrifying, man. Yeah, like, that's a scary atmosphere. WTF, why have the World Cup in the US, Canada, and Mexico? Just choose one. Oh my gosh, a mistake here from Colombia again. I mean, it's the backup goalkeeper. It is what it is. I just feel like FIFA wants more money, and they want more hosts, and they want nice stadiums. And in order to meet the requirements, a lot of countries are going to have to band together. Does Mexico really not have the infrastructure to host a World Cup? Turnover here from Jordan. I kind of find that hard to believe. I mean, Liga MX is very Carrascal in the box. It's wide. Like, I find that hard to believe. But I'm sure there was some sort of financial incentive. You know, that's typically what it comes down to. Last time U.S. went to Iraq, it didn't go well. No, it did not. It did not go well. Why does this American hate his own country? I know you're not talking about me. I do not hate the United States. I am not one of those. I think the United States is an amazing country. I think it's mad corny whenever Americans just like shit on the States 24/7. Corny, uninformed, immature. Like, okay, you can criticize the US. You have the right to do that all you want. Just don't be like, oh, there's nothing to do here, or this is the worst country in the world. Stop it, dude. You know how lucky you are to have an American passport? Straight red card for Jordan. Nasty tackle on Carrascal. Colombians are upset. There was a shooting by England's national team. Okay, we got a lot of people with a lot of guns. Like, yeah, there are shootings. There's mass swaths of territory in Mexico that are owned by a drug organization. Should we go country by country? You want to go to Rosario, Buenos Aires, or Rosario, Argentina, walk around with your cell phone out, see how long you last? You want to go in Rio outside past 10 p.m.? You want to go around in Quito in the Centro Histórico? You want to tell me how nice it is over there? Come on, man. Don't be ignorant. I'm not saying it's not a problem. I'm just saying the U.S. ain't the shittiest country on earth, and there's a lot of positives. So I'm not a United States hater. Now, if you want me to say Jack's top 15 things that piss him off about the United States, oh, of course. I got a list, man. How about healthcare? Number one. Good Lord. I'm paying healthcare and I live in Argentina. You know how stupid that is? Crazy. Why do I have dental insurance? It makes no sense. I can get my teeth cleaned for $60 cash here. But if I use insurance in the States, with insurance, my copay is $100. It doesn't make any sense. It's crazy. I should have a Kuwaiti passport. Healthcare is free. I've heard that Kuwait summertime will actually kill you, but I do want to go to Kuwait one day. Pretty bad gang shootout. Yeah, I mean, look, gang violence is a problem. Gang violence is a problem. I am, I'm not pro gang violence. Breaking news, not pro gang violence. But yeah, man, it's just, I don't know. I've lived in a few different countries. I've spent a lot of time in a lot of places. I'm very fortunate to be able to do that. And I just feel like I've seen some things. I feel like I've been globally red pilled, if that even makes sense. I've been dead pilled. And I'm like, look, man, there's some things about the States I really miss. How about delivery? You know how much of a pain in the ass it is to do a delivery in Argentina? And they have Mercado Libre, which is an Amazon clone. That's what it is. And it's still not even half as efficient. The driver will show up. He will wait 20 seconds for you to sprint down 6 flights of stairs, bust through the front door, and he's going to jump on his moto and drive away. And now you have to schedule another time for the package to be delivered. I really miss FedEx. I really miss Amazon. I miss UPS a lot. You know what else I miss? Protein bars. Oh my God. The US is world class at protein bars and protein powders. Protein bars in South America are freaking trash. They taste like paper. I don't understand why they are so bad. And you know what? It's probably because the American ones have 15 carcinogens in them, and I'm taking years off my life by eating them. I understand. I still miss them, though. I still miss them. The food is better in other countries? Yes. Yes. The food, man, I could eat just pan francés with brie cheese dripping all over that thing. I will have no stomach problems. I won't be bloated. I'll feel energized. I'm good. If I tried that, if I eat bread in my home country, I'm on the toilet for an hour. Why? Well, probably because there's some crap in that bread. You know what I mean? So, yes. When it comes to protein bars, USA wins. Argentina loses. When it comes to toilet paper, Argentine toilet paper is horrific. It's terrible. Greek toilet paper sucks. Greek toilets don't work. Plumbing in Athens doesn't work because it's 200 years old. Do you understand? You are literally playing with your life when you take a poop in the toilet because you don't know if it's going to clog. Like, you just need to get outside a little bit to gain some perspective on the US. American plumbing, American toilet paper is undefeated. It really is. The public toilets in Dallas were so big, I fell in it. Ooh, US food underrated because you're never more than an hour away from literally everything. Don't go to McDonald's, go to a local place owned by immigrants. That is diversity of food in the United States is unlike anything I've ever seen. Unlike anything I've ever seen. Like even like major European cities, there will be like 2 Korean restaurants, maybe. There might be 1 Chinese place. And it's like, okay, if it's good, great. You don't need a ton. But if it's bad, you out of luck. Houston Chinatown has 400 restaurants in it. Chengdu food. Freaking Szechuan food. Food only from Shanghai. Like, it is like ridiculous. It's amazing. Come to Montreal for food. I heard Vancouver was pretty good. I haven't heard about Montreal, but yeah. Healthcare, it's good in the States. Very expensive. You're paying a premium for that. I should see Nigeria. I would love to go to Nigeria. You know what? My buddies who are, I know I'm just ranting now. I mean, look, Colombia 2, Jordan nil. Colombia were better. Colombia were wasteful. Jordan's counterattack sucked. Okay, we can move on back to food. And I'm not going to go too much longer here, but yeah, my Nigerian friends told me, they were like, I don't know if you should go to Nigeria. They were like, Lagos is kind of boring. There's not a whole lot to do but eat. And I was like, okay, well, I like Nigerian food a lot. So should I go? Like, egusi's fire, fufu is fire. Yeah, I really like it. Jollof is nice. But even my own homies were like, I prefer the States. It's like, okay, completely fair. New York had the best food. New York does have very good food. As a Houstonian, I will always argue that Houston goes band for band. And you know what's the best thing about Houston compared to New York? It's half the price. Your cheeseburger might be 1% better than mine, but mine's 50% less expensive. Jack, rate your top 3 fan bases. Top 3 fan bases? In terms of like passion, I mean, I'd probably go Mexico, Brazil. Dude, I'd probably go Colombia. Colombian fans are amazing. Argentine fans are very, very passionate. I don't know if Asia has one of those like diehard fan bases. I mean, Iraqi fans are really freaking good. I would say they're actually the standard in Asian football. I think Scottish fans are awesome. Dutch fans are very passionate, extremely passionate. Yeah, those would probably be my top ones. I don't know who the best fan bases are in Africa. I'm not informed enough. Like, I don't really know how they compare to each other. Because it seems like every AFCON, the home team is like selling out, which is to be expected. But I'm thinking like which African teams travel the most. I mean, it's probably going to be one of the North African teams, I would assume. Yeah, Algerian, Moroccan, something like that. Very large diasporas as well. Maybe the Nigerian fan base. I don't know. That's what I would say. But anyways, guys, before I start talking about the freaking country again, I'm going to end the stream there. I got a couple more videos dropping before the World Cup actually starts. So you do have that to look forward to. But I had a good time. I had a really good time. I thought it was a pretty fun game. Not a great performance from either team, but there was a couple good goals, a couple near chances. It is what it is, man. It's going to be my last friendly watch along. I think it's my last friendly watch along before the World Cup. I don't think I'm going to do another one. Let me see. I think Netherlands, Uzbekistan's tomorrow, but I'm not going to do it. It's during the day. Peru, Spain. That's very late. 11 p.m. I ain't doing that. Tuesday. The only one on Tuesday I'm like super tempted by is maybe Venezuela, Iraq, but that's at 10 o'clock. That's really late. I don't know. And then England, Costa Rica on Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think this is going to be the last stream until we kick off World Cup Thursday night. I'm so freaking excited for it. I think it's going to be awesome. Portugal, Nigeria. I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably not. I'll probably watch a little bit, but I don't think Nigeria is going to really play with too many good players. But anyways, chat, y'all have been awesome as always. Colombia 2, Jordan 0. I'll see you guys. The next time I see you guys, it's going to be the World Cup. So if you guys are ready, bring an extra coffee to that stream. It's going to be awesome. Chat, I appreciate you. I'll see you on Thursday.